Are you interested in building a new construction home in the Orlando area and you're wondering if you can negotiate with the builder? Well, I have answers for you. My name is Amy Brown. I'm a realtor here in the Orlando area. I get calls and texts from people just like you moving to the Orlando area, and I absolutely love it. So please don't hesitate to reach out if you're looking to buy or sell in the Orlando area. Now let's dive right in. With new construction, we have to break it down in two categories. One is it's a new build. You are building from the ground up. You're selecting a lot. It is dirt. And then later on, I'm going to touch on inventory homes, existing homes. So let's get into building from the ground up. If you're looking for a lot of negotiations, there's a real slim chance that that's going to happen. There's not a lot of room to negotiate in the build from the ground up space. If you're wondering, can we get an upgraded elevation for a cheaper price? That's highly unlikely. Or could we get a price reduction on the floor plan? That's also probably not. Can we negotiate on the lot premium? There's some potential here. That's a maybe. And it's case by case and builder by builder. It also depends on where the builder is at in that particular development. Oftentimes there's more wiggle room at the front end of a development or when a new phase opens. For example, maybe the builder, they open a new development, they want to quickly sell 10 to 15 lots just to generate some excitement about this new community. Well, at that point, maybe the builder is willing to give you a better deal. The best chance in the last few years of getting a better deal really is the lot premium. There isn't a good chance to get a price reduction on structural options. The prices are what the prices are. For example, if you want a flex room option that is $15,000, the builder is not likely to give that to you for $13,000. From my experience in the last few years with a building on a lot, when there is just dirt, there are three places that you can potentially get some concessions from the builder. Those are number one, lot premium, number two, design center incentives, or number three, closing cost incentives, also called financing incentives. So those are the big three. But, if you are trying to negotiate on the best lot in the neighborhood that backs onto this beautiful lake, it's on a cul-de-sac, there's pretty much zero chance that that builder is going to give you any deal on that lot. The promotions for lot premiums, incentives, design center incentives, and closing cost incentives vary greatly, particularly seasonally. So you'll get the best deal at the end of a quarter or at the end of the year. And from my experience, if you use the builder's lender, there's a better chance at getting a bit more in closing cost incentives, i.e. financing incentives. But again, it depends on how hot the neighborhood is, how fast are those homes selling. Here's my pro tip. So come in close. I need you to hear this. Don't be a jerk. That's it. Just don't be a jerk. You need to understand that the builder's sales rep is a human and needs to be treated respectfully. There's only so much they can give. And in reality, the builder's sales rep is not the one that has the final say in the deal that you're going to get. You're going to negotiate. Well, actually, your realtor, me, is going to negotiate with that sales rep, and then they're going to send up your offer up the chain. And it's going to go to a person in a windowless office in a faraway town that you will never meet. And that person's going to pull out their spreadsheet and decide if this transaction makes sense for the builder. And it just comes down to the numbers. It's not emotional. The builder's going to pull out their spreadsheet and give you a quick yes or no. Inventory homes. There is usually more room to negotiate in this category. These are homes that have been started, that are close to being finished, or have been sitting, they're spec homes and they've been sitting a while. I want you to think of buying a new construction home in terms of buying a car and going to the dealership. Will the Chevy dealer give you a better price on the Corvette sitting on the lot, or will you get a better deal with a special order from the factory? The car salesperson wants to sell the car that is sitting on the lot, and new construction home sales are no different. So I've had better success negotiating on homes that the builder has already started, homes that are close to completion, homes already done, or homes where the buyer's financing has fallen through and they have to exit the transaction. I was able to negotiate an amazing deal for a client just a few months ago on a Pulte spec home that had been sitting for a few months. The builder had a strong incentive to make that deal happen, and my client got a deal of a lifetime. So the question, can you negotiate with the builder? Yes, but there's a right way and a wrong way to do it. Work with me, your trusted Orlando realtor, and we will work together as a team to get you the best deal the market will allow. When negotiating on a new construction home, you only have your emotions to deal with. The builder, it's all about their bottom line, it's all about their spreadsheet and whether your offer makes financial sense to them. With a resale home transaction, you have the emotions of the buyer and the seller. So new construction, it's much less stressful in terms of negotiating compared to a resale home. For new construction, it really comes down to a math equation. I do a lot of new construction deals here throughout the Central Florida area, and I think I am pretty darn good at what I do. I find a fine balance between being a tough negotiator and still being a kind person. So if that sounds good to you, reach out. I would love to answer your questions and get you on the path to owning a new construction home. Thanks for watching.